Welcome back to more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, my friend. Let's talk about what we want Sarah Brown to be doing in the near future. So, long term for us, I love the idea of being a road warrior. I really like kind of going around the world, exploring different areas, trying to figure out, what we can come across, what kind of random things we'll be, able to explore. Hopefully, we'll be able to get into some labs down the road in different areas, things like that. So, I want to continue to beef up our RV. Number one. And one of those things I also think is going to be adding a couple of large tanks in here as well that are full of fuel, so we can always, pretty much always get extra fuel when needed. Now we also could, I think we can just stack a bunch of vehicle tanks onto the vehicle side, right, as part of the frame so it doesn't get damaged. So we can have a bunch of, tanks of fuel in different positions. Maybe eventually we'll reinforce everything so that I think the way this works with the military composite armor is that the composite armor gets destroyed before anything else underneath it gets hurt. So we could wind up protecting our new gas tanks and whatnot. Otherwise, what I'd like to do, and I think to be self-sufficient, we're going to need a couple of things. One is the Food Co. It is a Food Co. Kitchen Buddy, which has a water purifier, dehydrator, vacuum sealer, and a hand press for ammo. So it's pretty much everything you would need for cooking. We also will probably want a vehicle forge. And I think... Now, this says vehicle forge rig is the component required. We can craft a forge. We can craft a forge, an electric forge. We just need to have a couple of... We don't have a heating... We have 4 heating elements from the current stove in this house. And we have everything else, I think. We just need to find a power converter. So we can make an electric forge that runs off the batteries of the vehicle. So we could really start to kind of fill out our RV and make it pretty hardcore. I also can install... If I find it, I think it's cargo. Is it rack? Hang on, I gotta find out which one. I have to move my spot over to the open area. There we go. Cargo. There we go. A cargo space, I believe, is an interior spot with cargo. So it has a volume of 250 liters. So we could put, 3 of these on either side, and the bottom piece here, put a couple of crafting tables up right there, and maybe put a chair in the center. We're gonna be golden. And we'll have plenty of space to do all of our crafting. We could put the bed right behind the driver's seat, different things like that. We also can fix up more, the vehicle mounts, things like that. We can put cameras in here as well. So I have a lot of plans for the RV of awesomeness. However, that's going to take time and energy. So before we wind up going into the long-term RV exploration, I think I'd like to focus on getting, number one, getting the universal power supply, where we're able to convert the mod that's going to let us convert all of our electric tools to that universal type of power. And we already figured out we can make a solar, like a single or double tile solar thing. So I can eventually get more solar panels and then make a solar array. It's going to charge even faster. The other thing I want to talk about is food. Now, I don't know what's going on with my food right now. I'm always hungry. So I'm going to start trying to be much more cognizant of how I'm eating and, kind of snack throughout the day. So a couple people have said, try to have a really complex meal in the morning. So, for example, there were those deluxe eggs we had at some point, deluxe scrambled eggs. We could have those in the morning and then have something like, different snacks throughout the rest of the day. So you want to have something that's filling, apparently. And I think this is going to be a lot more filling than, say, crackers. Even though crackers have good calories, it's not quite as filling. So we'll try to do our best to understand how the vitamins work. I don't really have any way to measure our vitamin intake, but we'll try to get into a rhythm of cooking something every morning and having that long term. On that note, we have a lot of food that might go bad and spoil. So I was thinking about trying to get a little mini freezer. All we need to do is have enough refrigerator parts, and I think we disassembled a refrigerator here last episode. So let me drop that off in this tile and see. Let's see, mini freezer is what we need. All we need to do is have a tool of drilling or one. How do we get drilling of one? Can we craft anything that's a drill? A hand drill has a quality of drilling of 1 or more. We need an anvil of 3 or more. That's annoying. Cordless drill is drilling 3 quality. We don't have plastic mold, nor do we have some of these other items. Well, that's rather annoying. We can't make an anvil yet either, can we? Oh, do we actually have enough for an anvil? Seriously? Oh, we totally do. Let's press R and grab one of our acetylene torches. Holy crap, we have a lot of tanks of welding fuel. That's great. Let's go ahead and grab the refuel. We'll drop the old one. And let's try to make that anvil. Okay, it is, we can craft it apparently, because even though it's dark, really? This task is too simple to train beyond your fabrication level 7. That's hilarious. Oh, this is going to take a long time. We're starving, by the way. That was my fault. That's probably part of the issue. Hey, we got ourselves an anvil. How awesome. Okay, let's pick up some food real quick. Let's go ahead and open up one of the, MREs. I almost want to save them for trips, though. Let's get a wee bit of cream soda. Maybe some of these drinks. We've got 3 things of wheat. Oh, by the way, a couple more things that I realized that I did not know beforehand. So, I was worried about how to get the seeds from food. If you have an item like a cucumber or zucchini, you can turn that item into the seed parent. So we can convert the wheat seeds and the barley seeds to, or sorry, the wheat and barley into their actual seeds. However, we can also make bread, I'm pretty sure, because now we have, ooh, hang on, how do we make flour? I'll get there. I think we have to have wheat for flour. Do we know? We seriously don't know how to make flour. I mean, our cooking skill is not where it could be. It is super, super low. So, on that giant list that keeps expanding and expanding, number 1, I want a freezer. Okay, so that was part of it, which we might be able to do now that we can make a drill. So if we're going to be able to make a drill, I have to reload my thing one more time. Can I reload my headlamp? Hey, a battery cell. Let's drop that. I thought we had the acetylene torch in our inventory. Did we just drop the acetylene torch? Eject the welding tank. Drop it. Okay. Drill. Hand drill. Lump of steel. 2x4. Put down the... Hang on, did we already start one of these? In progress hand drill. Hang on, can we cancel this entire thing? You drop your in progress hand drill, and you wield your in progress hand... We have an anvil in our hands. Okay, let's try to activate in progress hand drill. There we go. Okay, we're continuing to work on that. Damn it, I keep forgetting to eat. We're gonna starve by the time this night is over with. Okay, we've got ourselves a hand drill. Let's get some food in us before we die. Let me grab an actual decent meal. Why don't we try to make... We can make eggs, can't we? We can make... Ooh, we can make a ton of eggs. Let's just make one scrambled eggs thing from canned salmon. Ugh, that's rough. I'm confused. We wield and activate. Do we still have something in our hand? Drop the hand drill. Activate the in progress food. There we go. Okay, here's our delicious eggs in the morning. Okay, that's what we wanted to have. I also want to drink clean water. Now, the water, of course, that we've got in the spigot is, in fact, not clean and purified. So we're going to have to do another round of purification. I think I lost a tank somewhere along the way. Did we lose our big 60-liter tank? No, they're all right here. Oh, that's right. I put it into the RV. We have 240 things of clean water in the RV. I just need to focus on that and remember it. By the way, if we have a Funko, a Foodco, not a Funko, if we get a Funko Kitchen Buddy, I think it's going to purify water for us. So we should be able to just leave the funnel on the water tank that's in the RV and have a constant supply of clean water. So that will also be nice, as long as we've got battery power. Okay, we are fed. We've got a hand drill. What about this freezer? Mini freezer is going to require, again, acetylene torch, which we keep running out of. Full welding tank, drop that item. I didn't really check how many units it needs. Okay, so the acetylene torch is going to actually need 100 charges. My fault. So we'll grab you. And we'll grab a full... Hopefully this is a full tank. Get 240. So drop that. Mini freezer. There we go. We can go ahead and start our mini freezer. Now this should actually completely freeze certain foods. So we're gonna make this mini freezer. We're going to attach it to our solar array and see how much energy it uses, number 1. You're feeling tired, stop crafting. No, just push on through, my friend. Oh god, how long is this going to take? Did we actually finish it? Yes, we finally finished our mini freezer. So if we examine the vehicle and go to install, do we have to have it in a different spot? We might. This might not have enough room for it. Yep, sure enough, we can put it, it looks like, over here. Okay, so we've installed our mini freezer. Now, we haven't turned it on. Let's go to our controls. Control items, turn on freezer. So the freezer is only going to use 0.4. Awesome. So right now, we have both the refrigerator and a mini freezer running inside of our base. And it's only draining, what is this total? 0.8 of the battery? or 0.7 of the battery per hour. So that means that we're never going to run out if we keep this out in the sun. Well, in theory, we probably would, because we're going to be using more than we can gather per night. That's fine, though. The other thing we wanted to talk about was, I don't really want to keep this outside. I want to have my refrigerator and freezer inside the house. And in order to do that, I was trying to figure out how to control power between the outside and the inside. I think there's something about a cable, and I don't really quite understand it. Was it... I don't know if it's here or not. I'm going to have to go back to the wiki. There's some kind of a heavy cable we can find that I think lets you power items long distances. Now, I don't know if that's going to be through a wall or what. So what we might wind up doing is just going out and finding another swappable storage battery, because right now the swappable storage battery, I think it's going to last for about a week. If we were to remove the solar panels, it would actually last for an entire week or so with the freezer and the fridge running. So we're going to be able to keep our food nice and fresh. In fact, if we go right here to the bottom right, you can see that it's in V as the vehicle spot. And if we go, say, to all the food, we can start putting stuff in that is going to go bad. So is this all the food? Hang on, where did all my food go? Press A. There we go. Let's put anything in the freezer that's going to go bad. Anything that's blue. Because that's all the stuff that can go bad, I believe, over time. We'll put our fruit juices and stuff in there. I do need to get rid of the stuff that has already gone bad so I don't accidentally drink it. Shift M to move the entire stack. Perfect. We'll move the cucumber over there, the broccoli too. We don't want all that stuff going bad. We'll test it out and see how well this works. I think it's going to do pretty well for us, though. Zucchini, I don't think the wheat goes bad either. So if we look at, let's see, get items. I don't know how long it takes it to get cold. This is all cold. Does it turn frozen? Well, I'm sure we'll have to give it time. Let's give it like an hour. Just out of curiosity, if we don't freaking pass out first. It still says it's cold. It might take some time to get everything frozen down. How long is it all lasting? 1 west, 1 south, 1 south. So right now, everything is still showing... Oh, actually, sorry. I did start to see some things turn frozen. Yep. So I actually pushed... I don't know why I put pistachios over there. So the pistachios are frozen. They're going to last for 12 weeks. Did this increase anything? They're still cold, so they're not exactly frozen. So, I mean, it's going to extend the shelf life of some of our open exposed foods. We do have a charcoal smoker. I don't quite know how that one works yet. Let's see, charcoal smoker. Let's move that to the northwest for fun. If we were to apply it to the south, let's get 1 southeast. Let me do apply over here. There we go. So there's nothing from the southeast, so it looks like it's not something you would use directly. I imagine it's something that you would have to use through the food menu. Now, I don't see... I was trying to look up meat earlier. I didn't see anything like dehydrated meat or prepared meat or anything like that. Smoked? Is that going to be an option either? Not quite. Now, again, our cooking is not all the best. Or, yeah, the cooking skill itself is not the best. Let's read cooking on a budget real quick. That would train our cooking to 3. Perfect. So I'm going to read that. Meanwhile, I was also thinking about this little house. Now, we talked about maybe moving our base into the barn. And I believe the problem right now is that this barn's too open. I'd have to spend a ton of time, you know, putting more walls up, things like that. This one has these damn pillars in the way that can't get destroyed. What did I drop over here? Oh, look. A bunch of stuff. I don't think I remembered that these were here. Let's move this pile with our other pile. Hooray! Pile combination. Hang on, let's do it over here. There we go. All of our piles are all in a happy place. By the way, let's move the rest of our food, if we can, into the refrigerator to our south. Because right now everything's just sitting out in the open. We don't have enough room. Why not? What are we trying to put in there that doesn't have enough room? No, it's got enough room. That's fine. I don't really think it needs all the tin stuff, but it's all sitting there in the fridge. So we know where everything's at. Lovely. We're dead tired, by the way, so let me go ahead and eat something. We'll grab ourselves a thermos of protein shake. Delicious protein. We'll have some Spam at the end of the day. Why not? I've been sleeping in the RV for a couple days, so we'll try that again. So yeah, I think for the upcoming future, Sarah is going to focus on doing another food run to try to get our food supplies up. Kind of fleshing out the rest of our refrigerator system. So I think I'm going to do a solar array. So when we go into town, I'm going to keep an eye out for, obviously, number 1, foodstuffs. Number 2, I want to go look for seeds. We want to have more seeds. I would love to pick up more breads as well, so we can make more sandwiches because they last a little bit longer. We are going to focus on reading both the electronics book and the cooking to see if we can't improve our skills there at all. I almost also want to maybe knock down a wall here. Let's see, we've got plenty of space. If I just nudge down a wall, we might have a nice kind of a center spot we can sit, and then we can put things all around us. And we can craft from a giant circle around us. We have a giant sledgehammer somewhere. Let's see, sledge, not there. I think it might be right below us, sledge. E-sledge. It's a brand new sport. Perfect. Let's wield the sledgehammer. This might go poorly. Let's be safe and move some stuff out of the way. I'm a little nervous. I think if you drop stuff on your items, like if the ceiling collapses, it can and will destroy the item. So let's move some stuff on the ground. I think I'm going to move this over here too. I want to keep the stove because I want to disassemble it later. Okay, let's smash the door down. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. I think it destroys the ceiling too. Sorry about the noise. I think when we do this, it's going to take out the ceiling, so we'll have to replace the ceiling, but that's okay. Let me wait a little bit longer. There's a chance that the ceiling will collapse right on our face, and we'll get a little bit injured. Although I think it's mostly like... You know, it's not like industrial strength ceiling in a warehouse. It's kind of like, oh god, that actually completely collapsed. The ceiling collapses on you. You are crushed by the falling debris. It sounds worse than it is. We don't have any injuries. We're very lightly damaged as a human. We're a little bit stuck in the rubble. That's fine. So let's get this final piece of the ceiling. If I could do that, maybe. There we go. What I might do is I'm going to repair the ceiling. I'm going to build a new wall around... Well, I don't need to build a new wall because it's all one building, and we should be all enclosed. I just have to fix up the ceiling and a couple of these doors here. So I'm going to do that real quick. First step is getting this shovel and cleaning up all the rubble into one spot. And then I will move said rubble by doing my gathering. So now we've got a nice stack of raw materials right in the same spot. And from here, I believe I can just search for... we can do roof. Build ourselves a roof. And all you have to do is kind of attach to a place that was already... that already has a roof. You're just kind of extending off the existing roof. We're out of 2x4s. So, with my mighty saw in hand, I think I can do A for my wood axe, and then split log into planks. So we don't have any logs here. We might have a log here. Not so much. There were some logs outside here. Let's grab these two. Can we not grab these at all? Okay, let's, I guess we'll have to split them up. Oh, these aren't considered logs yet. These are tree trunks into logs. Okay, there we go. So wood axe, tree trunk into logs here. Perfect. So we'll grab the logs. I think we can split the logs from here. Cut down a log into planks and then do the same thing again. There's 2 logs. How many logs are there actually? Oh, there's 3 more. Okay, cool. There's 5 total. So we'll take some of these, and we are very hungry. I got to remember to eat, and we did sleep, so I didn't even take my own advice into consideration yet. Oh, that's fine. We'll chop down some aspirin. Let's grab ourselves another meal. I'm going to keep trying to stay on this scrambled eggs thing. Pickled herring. Oh, that's so gross. God. That's so nasty. It's so very nasty. Okay. Eat our delicious eggs. Questionable. Can you feel the disgustiness in my stomach? We'll have some Toastums, some fast food French fries. I need to remove the rotten food so I don't accidentally eat it. Let's also run into the RV and grab ourselves a quick drink. ED. Cool. Perfect. All right, we are hydrated. We're still hungry, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to continue working on... Shoot, did I actually pick up the 2x4s? Or, okay, they're still here. No, they're on the ground. I'm sorry. Let's grab the 2x4s, and can we carry all of them? Not quite. We'll do this. We'll kind of move them over to where the window is. I don't think we can bring them through. South into the northwest, and that button there. Perfect. All right, I'm going to continue fixing up the roof. and trying to remember to eat. And then, I believe, we're going to be in a spot where we can start building more areas around us to craft, like more storage areas, get ourselves a bed where we want the bed to be, and then I'm going to try to go into a bit of a raid into the city. Okay, so repair to the roof has been done. That means the building now has all of its heat in it. Well, I have to fix the window here, so I can just kind of, I think, wield my, I don't know, let's just wield an axe and smash it. There we go. We crunched out the window frame, crunch out the window frame. All I have to do is build a couple of wood walls in there and a door in the front, and we'll be all set to go. And I think what I'll do is break down some of these other items. Like, I think I can do deconstruct. What am I missing for here? Deconstruct. Oh, there's nothing there that we can deconstruct. We can't take apart the sink, apparently. We can smash it pretty easily like that. I like to deconstruct, though, because it lets you keep most of the items you want. So you're able to retain a lot of the, you know, other parts. Yeah, otherwise, smash everything else, sure. But when you deconstruct wooden items, you're getting the nails back, you're getting the 2x4s back, things like that. So we pretty much have a really massive space where I'm going to put a crap ton of storage, and we're going to try to get ourselves nice and organized for a little bit long-term stay in the farm. We are going through food at a pretty steady rate, so I do want to try to get back over to Pulteney to do a combined food and resources run. So I'm going to try to be focused and not grab every little thing that comes up, but we'll see how good my own resistance is. There we go. Everything is moved inside. I haven't quite pushed everything onto different tables yet, and I think I'm going to wait until we get more wood. We actually can't make anything else because we're out of nails for the most part. We need to get a bunch more nails to make more tables, but this is generally the idea I was having. I'm going to have an entire area surrounded by tables or benches or what have you, and I'll probably do some things that are kind of, you know, like I'm going to put all my books in a bookshelf. I'm going to put all of my clothing inside of a dresser, just so that I immediately can tell what the heck I'm looking for. Speaking of books, I wanted to see, there we go, here's all our lovely, lovely novels. I want to move everything over into the bookshelf, and I want to try to get back into the spirit of reading some stuff, because we need to get our skills up quite a bit in cooking, as well as electronics. Remember, electronics, we had the problem where, that's right, we're still low on electronics. We need to get electronics to 3. No, just to 2. We need to get electronics to 2 in order to start reading advanced electronics, which has the universal power adapter, I think. And our electronics is at 1 and 44%. So in theory, if we could find something, maybe that's just like an other, that would use the electronic skill, we would be able to start crafting, or start getting that skill high enough up. So good to know. I'll explore that in a little bit. But right now, I think what I'm going to do is make a couple more meals, take a bit of a nap. We're going to get ready for a raid, and I think tomorrow's episode, or rather the next episode, is going to be a return to good old Pulteney, this time with a much, a focused list of items. It is, let's see, what time in the day? 2 o'clock, so this is not a bad time. All we need to do is find our handy cart. Where is my cart, by the way? Cart. Folded cart. Excellent. Our folded cart is here. I'm going to drop everything except the folded cart, because we need to get a bit more organized before we head out. Where did my folded cart? There we go. Okay, so Captain Folded Cart is right here. We'll fix up some of our clothing. Oh, by the way, did I ever mention this? Someone told me, because I remember I was complaining about the fact that we had so many clothes and I didn't know what to do with my clothing. Do I still have them all here in a pile? We do, in fact. Let's do this. Let's move our... reset the filter. Go down a wee bit to see how many clothes we have. Oh, actually, I might have already done. No, here's some dress shirts, things like that. That's fine. Let's take the dress shirts. We'll take a blanket or 2. I might have already done this with some items. I think I have, because I'm missing a bunch of clothes. So, remember how I was saying that I was trying to click on or select my scissors and then to cut up an item. You can actually stand on a pile of clothing and then butcher them. Hang on, that's not a good example. Let's stand over this corpse here. Oh, sorry, disassemble. I need my scissors. I'm like, why am I not giving you the right example? Scissors? Not the scissor jack, just one pair of scissors, please. There we go. If you're standing over a bunch of clothes, you can press Shift-B to butcher, but then you'll have the option to cut up everything. And it'll just kind of go through the list and cut everything into its parent pieces. So that's how you're going to be able to get all of your awesome items chopped up if you have way too many clothes like I did. So I'm pretty happy with that. Meanwhile, we'll have to eat a little bit longer, or more. We do want to get a vehicle, I think. Do we take the battery out of here completely? Like, does this not have a charge? No, it does have a battery. This still has a swappable battery. Storage battery. Oh, it has 2 of them. Then maybe we'll steal another one. I don't know. I'll repair the motor. We'll try to repair... I think we've kind of pillaged the solar panel from here. So we'll have to get another solar panel in town. But we'll use this vehicle as our go-between. How much storage do you have? It should have like 150 in each spot. Oh, 435. Very cool. This is a trunk. So 162, 162. Okay, so plus the actual other storage you can put under the seats and whatnot if we used every single inch of storage. But roughly about 300 and some odd storage, which should be more than enough because we can only really carry 150 in our cart. So we could, park somewhere. I'll probably honestly park on the bridge to keep myself away from any trouble. And we'll just make the run back and forth at night. So we'll take a look at the town tomorrow. I'll do a little bit of repairs for our clothing and things like that. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Until next time, my friends, take care.